Looks like we are live! Wow, I think some of you might be surprised to see this. We are actually predicting Pokemon games, because it's clear Nintendo really doesn't have anything other than, you know, occasional Mario Golf, Project Saltine. So we're gonna move on to Pokemon this time around, and I am joined by...
Andre is here.
Who's here?
Andre from Game Explain. It's me.
Yes.
Andre, good to see you, man.
I don't know if this is the right time to ask, but where's my dollar?
When I join people, I'm gonna just forget the fact that I underpay my employees, because, I don't do it. All the times I might have stated that I've done it, I don't actually do it, except I'm totally lying about this.
Alright, get out of here, Andre. We don't need you. But
I apologize for everyone who actually was wondering. I am here, hello!
We got Starcronix, T&D, and Reecee, not Andre, in the house.
Security.
And because Andre was here, there's something wrong with my Wi-Fi, it's slow, so I'm gonna switch the call to data. So if you hear just a beep, like ooh ooh, it's just reconnecting. So we are gonna play some Pokemon Green.
All of the trailers in the Direct tomorrow, or the Pokemon Direct, that is.
Alright, guys.
Just like, no effort, just all of the trailers that were in the Pokemon Presents up onto my channel.
I was gonna say all four of us are here, so that includes Starcronix, Reecee, me, T&D, and of course Demeech. I'm actually not a huge Pokemon fan, but I'm still gonna predict because predicting is fun.
We need an outsider here, by the way. And when T&D means he's not really a big Pokemon fan, I don't think he's really a Pokemon fan at all. Oh, there's a little bit of lag.
No.
Here, is there a way to fix this? Because I'm gonna go into settings and see if I can fix this right now. Because this is very annoying. Okay, let's see. No, I think...
I'd say I'm a casual Pokemon fan. I'll get into my... I'll get into my story with Pokemon.
Alright, so today we'll be playing Pokemon Green. I am very far from being a Gen 1er, but I figured since it's the anniversary of the franchise, they're doing it for the 25th anniversary, we are just gonna play some Pokemon Green today. This is actually a bootleg copy right here that's a fan translation in English, and it's working fine on the Super Game Boy. If I was playing a Japanese copy, you'd get the same border, everything. So this is literally the first game with the original sprites translated into English. Alright, is the lag really that bad? Because I see Cole Roberts is...
The lag is gone.
Okay, the lag's gone?
Yeah, there isn't really much lag now.
Okay, good. Why not just play Pokemon Blue? Well, truth be told, I don't have the game.
Well, obviously, it's because Demeech is green and Pokemon Green. Get with the program, bro.
Well, in real life, the only thing...
We need Pokemon Let's Go Demeech.
Pokemon Let's Go Demeech.
Yes.
I knew someone who had green teeth.
Let's go Demeech and Pokemon Let's Go T&D.
Oh, you guys, Tricky Nick is in the chat right now, and I just want to congratulate him for gaining 1,000 subs. He made it to 1,000 subscribers today. And
first 1,000's always the hardest, so congratulations, man.
Before.
yeah, and in honor of that, we are gonna give Tricky Nick the role of moderator. Welcome to the channel, Tricky Nick.
That's a big honor.
Alright. Jay Plays is having an argument with Theodore Roosevelt, guys. I never thought I'd utter that sentence, but... Before other fans start getting in arguments with presidents, before we see someone like Thunder SP get in an argument with Ronald Reagan, let's begin. Alright, Thunder SP, I don't want to argue about the Pokemon.
We're coming today. We're gonna talk about all the Pokemon. We're talking about the ones from China, all the knockoff Pokemon. We're talking about them. We have Grandpa, Charizard, Blastoise, Ivysaur. Nobody picks the grass types. Whatever. That's what you get.
That's what you think? Wow, Donald Trump just assumed that I wouldn't choose a green starter. So we are starting a new game. Alright. Hello there! Welcome to the world of Pokemon! My name is Oak! People call me the Pokemon Professor! I don't think that's what he actually sounds like. Alright.
Demetrius, Brian, I'm a Pokemon Professor now.
Okay, here's my first prediction. It's gonna be all Pokemon Unite. Just like the whole thing, all Pokemon Unite.
The entire thing.
The entire thing's gonna be Pokemon Unite?
But they're like, oh, it's the 25th anniversary of Pokemon. Let's show you some new information about Pokemon Unite releasing this summer. So we have a lot of details to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. And just note, there will be no further announcements in this presentation.
You know, they should just do what Sonic announcements do. And just announce announcements that never actually happen. And when they do happen, they're just announced to announce more announcements.
And then at the end of the Pokemon Presents, instead of having a trailer for a new game, they just have a music video at the end. Like
Okay.
it's Pokemon Unite and then like a 3-minute long music video at the end.
Well, Post Malone did make a Pokemon song. But about your prediction, I am getting a call right now from Donald Trump. And he wants to say something on the line, because although he's not president anymore, he's certainly involved in the gaming community. Yeah, what's up? When you talked about Pokemon Unite, you know where that game comes from? I think the Pokemon Company? No, it comes from China. Actually, he's right! They have Tencent making the game, so... Jokes aside, let's get into some real predictions. We definitely could joke about Pokemon Unite. So... my first prediction is quite the obvious. It is Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remakes. It's been almost 15 years since Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. We're long overdue. They've been heavily requested, hint at a little bit, but, you know, it's just like, I feel with Nintendo, you could predict stuff like you'll predict a new Mario Kart one day and it turns out to be a toy the next day, which is Live Home Circuit. But then you have something like Pokemon where it's fairly more predictable. What do you think about Pokemon, or like Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Remix?
We're just gonna get Pokemon Diamond and Pearl HD.
Yes, or Pokemon Let's Go Palkia and Let's Go Dialga. That's it.
I would
It's
prefer
like the
Diamond
same
and Pearl HD.
It's like the same engine as Let's Go. Like, there's no physical, there's no visual changes at all. It's the same engine.
Alright,
Just
guys.
a little bit more polished.
You know, the thing is, like with Let's Go, I actually prefer that art style to Sword and Shield, because Sword and Shield looked rough. And yeah, if it had the Let's Go engine and stuff like that, but it retained everything that was in Diamond and Pearl. Like, I mean, it didn't have that gimmicky battle system, it had the regular battle system and everything, and basically everything was how it was in Diamond and Pearl and everything, the normal system, stuff like that, maybe even a few new features and stuff like that. If it had the art style and music direction, I think it would be great, but I wouldn't want them to go the direction of Let's Go's gameplay.
Yeah, I wouldn't either, especially considering that Let's Go didn't have all the Pokemon. And that's another thing I wanted to bring up.
All Gen 1 Pokemon?
Alright, before I get into the next point, one, should I name my rival Fudakawa? I think that's pretty accurate.
Yes.
Alright, Fuda?
It's either that or
Okay, Fuda, alright. I can't spell Kawa, so...
Wait. Demetrius.
Okay. I couldn't spell Kawa, so we're just gonna go with this.
we just roll with it.
Yeah.
Furaka.
Furaka.
Oh my god.
Just do, Furukawa.
But with
My
the...
girlfriend thought it was Fudakawa.
Well, we couldn't spell Fudakawa, so we had to go for the next best thing. So, talking about the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes, were you guys joking that you think they're gonna be Let's Go? Because I think that enough time has passed. They probably will go the full remake route. I think Let's Go was more of a thing, like kind of an experiment, and they did it with Pokemon Yellow, which, you know, that's a Gen 1 game, kind of different market. That's so casual. But Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, I would say that the people who really want to play those games are the ones that play it on the DS when they were growing up. Okay, Fudakawa smoke crack confirmed. I wouldn't be surprised.
Jeez. I think what Johto is what generation? Because I keep seeing
Johto is
people-
2.
Gen 2.
I see people saying that we're gonna get a Let's Go of that generation.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
I'd rather
I-
get that
Diamond-
next year.
I think Diamond and Pearl are definitely coming. I don't know, from my basic knowledge of Pokemon, right? We haven't gotten like a full-on remake since the 3DS games, right? I
Right.
think Let's Go, like you said, are spin-off type things. How would it look? I don't know. I don't trust the Pokemon Company, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, it's Game
a lot of
Freak
it-
that's making all the graphical
It's not-
decisions.
Oh no,
I mean, it's not gonna look like the Final Fantasy VII remake, but I mean, I think it'll look passable. Like, I feel
Yeah.
you know what? I'll say this much: if they can make the new Pokemon Snap look as good as it looks, then I think that they can make a Diamond and Pearl remake look somewhat decent.
Yeah, but the
I
thing
really
is,
hope-
like
I really
Yeah.
hope it looks like the new Pokemon Snap.
the thing is though,
Such potential.
Bandai Namco is making the Pokemon Snap remake, which is why it looks so
Oh,
good.
Really?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I would really love for the Diamond and Pearl remakes to look as good as, I would say Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap looks amazing. If it's Game Freak, I expect it to look more like Sword and Shield. In fact, I would rather have it look like Let's Go. And here's my concern with it. Considering how the Pokemon Company has turned out, it's just like, I think the last games they really put a lot of effort into, like really gave it their all, and I'm not saying I didn't like a lot of the newer games, because I did enjoy Pokemon X and Y, and I really like Pokemon Sun and Moon. But I would say Gen 5 was the last real ambitious Pokemon generation. It had the best story, it had a follow-up, they went for something different where you only had to use new Pokemon, or you only got to use new Pokemon until the post-game, which was really cool. It really gave it a breath of fresh air and really just made it stand out. But, you know, knowing the Game Freak and the Pokemon Company now, there is that concern where I'm thinking that, okay, this is gonna be like another Sword and Shield, it's not gonna include every Pokemon. And look, it's Pokemon, the motto is gotta catch 'em all. I don't care how many people say, get over National Dex, stop, you're entitled. No, I don't care. It's like, the models are already there, they future-proofed them, they can include them. The only reason they weren't in Sword and Shield is because those games were rushed. And then they half-baked them with DLC, added that on, made you pay for the rest of the game. My Pokemon Sword and Shield rant is over. I really hope these remakes are high quality, but I'm not holding my breath over it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this now, in stance of, well, with in the stance of how Game Freak currently is now. With it might change tomorrow with my current stance on Game Freak. I honestly think in terms of development, as a company, Game Freak is worse than Nintendo.
Yeah. They're stubborn. They're super stubborn.
Yeah.
At least with Nintendo, even though their business decisions are bad, at least, they don't rush games. Animal Crossing, it was delayed a year, and a lot of it, Nintendo never really, with their development teams and everything, they never really rushed games. But I don't think...
It was worth it. It was absolutely worth it, because you have the final product, especially for Animal Crossing using it. That is a very good example, Reecee. That...
I don't know.
That's an example of a game that's going to be supported for at least a good 5-6 years.
I'm honestly surprised that Nintendo didn't intervene with Sword and Shield and have them delay it a year. Because I know, Nintendo is, has some say in how the games are developed and stuff like that, because they publish them and everything. So, I feel like they really should have delayed Sword and Shield for a year.
But Reecee, don't you know? It's Furukawa's favorite Switch game. Of course. Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm gonna let you guys name the Bulbasaur in the comments, so whatever this Bulbasaur is, okay, I don't want Charmander, everyone has Charmander, no I don't want him. What do you guys want me to name the Bulbasaur, and whoever thinks of the best name gets to name the Bulbasaur.
Are people in this phone call allowed to suggest names?
Name it to...
No!
Tanabe.
I don't want that Pokemon!
I got one.
No, I don't want it! I chose a Squirtle! Oh my gosh. I don't want the Squirtle. Alright.
I had a good name for it.
You know, I actually named my Bulbasaur Bulby. Let's see what happened with the colors. Oh well, I don't care. Alright, guys. Well,
speaking of Bulbasaur, I have a Bulbasaur plush in my collection.
Nice.
alright, guys.
I actually got it from a Dave & Buster's.
We accidentally chose Squirtle, so we have to keep it anyway. So we gotta name it. Could we just name it Bulbasaur and pretend it's a Bulbasaur?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that works.
Nah, I said the chat could name it.
You say?
Okay,
I have a great idea.
Shuntaro?
Pokemon, let's go Tanabe and let's go Furukawa. I got it.
It's like,
the
instead
500
of-
IQ the Nintendo's been waiting for.
Oh my god. And they're both $60 each.
Well, Pokemon Sword and Shield were both, or no, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee were both $60 each, so...
Of course they were.
Okay, we're getting a lot of names. Shuntaro is one of them. I think Tanabe is another. Disappointment. Okay, that one's really good. Reggie. Squid Turtle? Could you imagine?
Squidward.
Junior. I saw Dean Junior, like the Meech Junior.
Really?
Junior.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Quack?
For a quack. For a quacka.
Alright. I wonder if this is really a prediction stream, or if it's more like me just thinking of weird names for Pokemon. Okay, I think we're gonna... We settled on a name, guys. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Tanabe.
No, wait. Name him Frosty.
Nah, Tanabe it is. Alright, Tanabe, here we go. So my next prediction is that we got a new Pokemon Snap. What do you think? Do you think Pokemon Stadium is next? Because I think it will be. Because there hasn't been a Pokemon Stadium in quite some time.
Yeah.
I think they could do that.
Or we could also get like a sequel to like, well, I know that's technically a part of like the stadium thing and everything, but I think a new Pokemon, like a new game in the, like with the Pokemon Coliseum games on the GameCube, I think we could possibly get something like that, possibly.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. But I think they would bring back something from the N64 over, you know. Alright, let's see how to change the color palette, because I'm using a custom color palette right here. So I'm gonna try to fix it to the default. There we go, because this game has Super Game Boy enhancements. Pokemon Coliseum I actually didn't think of, but I'm talking about... It might not be called Pokemon Stadium 3, but I do think they'll have another game like that, you know what I mean? Because I had Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii.
I was gonna say, should we... I feel like these are a lot of games. The last time we had a Pokemon Direct, they didn't announce much. So...
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
the thing is, with Pokemon Day Directs, they usually announce something big. Like, last time they did, like, one in January, and that was, like, the DLC for Sword and
Right.
Shield, and then they had, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Remake, and, stuff like that. But the year before that was actually on Pokemon Day, they actually had the, reveal of Pokemon Sword and Shield, so I think we could potentially be getting something big here, because usually if they have it on Pokemon Day, it's usually a game announcement for a mainline game.
Do you think... Okay, I'm not even joking here. But do you think we'd get a Sword and Shield 2?
Oh my god, no.
You know, I thought of that.
I got it. It's called Pokemon Sharp Sword and Rusted Shield.
Or
That's a great
Circular
way to
Shield.
get tetanus.
I thought the DLC was, well, I know, like, I think the DLC was supposed to replace the, like, enhanced versions of Sword and Shield, because, I mean, I think, even though, like, I think the DLC was overpriced for Sword and Shield, at least they didn't resell the games separately for $60 that included the new content.
They kind of did that. They had a retail release for $90, but yeah, I do agree with you there.
Was it 80?
It was $90 for the DLC and physical game included. But I was thinking, do you think that a new mainline game could be revealed? Because everyone's thinking about the Diamond and Pearl remakes, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could. I mean, how long has it been since Sword and Shield? Like
2 years.
4 years already? 2 years.
It actually hasn't even been 2 years. It's only been a little over a year.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, because the pandemic felt like 5 years. So that was like one of the last games that came out before the pandemic started.
It came and went like a fart. That's all I'll say. Cause like
That fart's pretty meaty, I'm just saying.
I would say that it wasn't just... I wouldn't say it was a fart,
Okay,
because...
So in the chat it says Pokemon Homer and Pokemon Peter.
What about Pokemon Brian and New Brian?
I get
Or Pokemon Brian and Pokemon Stewie.
Pokemon Stewie and Pokemon Brian.
Pokemon Poop and Pokemon Pee.
Pokemon Pac-Man and Pokemon Ms. Pac-Man.
Tricky Nick has recovered.
Pokemon Mario
World
and
and
Pokemon
Pokemon,
I heard, this is a rumor, but I heard that the new Mario and Sonic game isn't coming to fruition.
Really?
Because of complications with where the Olympics are being held right now. So they don't want Mario and Sonic to be, so...
Also...
Take that for what you will, but,
What I was gonna say is the 2022 Olympics are in China. And I think a lot of people are not gonna go there. Like, there's gonna be massive protests against it. Like, people are pissed. They were pissed in 2008. So, imagine that. Okay. Someone's asking, are you gonna watch the vaccination special? Yeah, I definitely am. I didn't know that was a thing, but we're gonna try to avoid the politics and stuff like that, but I just wanted to say, since you brought up the Olympics, that I think it's a good idea for Sega not to do that, because we have a Mario and Sonic game at an Olympic event that might not even happen.
Right, and just to end the conversation on this, the game apparently is already done. They were just like 50-50 on whether or not they should release it. They probably won't. So
where'd you hear
that's
this?
our first canceled Mario and Sonic game.
Dang.
And then it's gonna probably be uncovered like 20 years later, like Dinosaur Planet or Star Fox 2 or something like that.
Why don't they just rework it into a game like, I don't know, Mario and Sonic Sports Mix or something like that? They could just recall it or title it something else.
Why can't they just make a Mario and Sonic platforming game? Like, how hard is it? It's been like, what, 20 years already? Like, figure it out. Sega, Nintendo, you guys got developers over there to do it for you. It's not that hard.
TND, if you keep on turning these streams into Sonic streams, I'm gonna kick you out.
Guys, this is a weird thing I just saw in the comments. I just thought this was kind of funny and worth mentioning. People pronounce China like C-H-Y-N-A, like China, but somebody pronounces it like China.
Seriously?
Pokemon China and Pokemon... Welcome to the world of Pokemon China and Pokemon America. Both are two completely different regions. America, we have a wall around our region. It's huge. It's utterly massive, just like my butt. It's great.
Did you say my butt?
Yeah, he said
Okay. So, I don't think it would be Pokemon China and America. I think it'd be Pokemon China and Pokemon North Korea. No,
How
no.
about Pokemon Pac-Man Versus and Pokemon Pac-Man World 2?
Nah, that's too serious.
Kind of
No,
like that game you got the other day?
Yeah, like the
DLC is
GameCube
Pac-Man
pack
Mostly
of
Adventures.
the two Pac-Man games.
I still
Where
think...
have Pokemon Pac-Man Versus and Pokemon Pac-Man World 2. And I think in the Pac-Man Versus version, you'd have like a more classic version of Pac-Man going alongside you, and then in Pac-Man World 2, you'd have the Pac-Man design from Pac-Man World 2.
Yeah, I think they could do that.
Pac-Man and the Ghostly
But-
Adventures.
Going on to some more Pokemon predictions, I don't expect to see Pokemon Winnie the Pooh and Pokemon Kim Jong-un, but I do expect to see some more mobile games.
Oh my god, that would
No, you know Winnie the Pooh is bad when even Kim Jong-un doesn't get a nickname, yet Winnie the Pooh does. Actually, they're both terrible. Kim Jong-Pooh. Winnie the Pooh and Kim Jong-Pooh.
Pokemon Mythra and Pokemon Pyra.
Man, this is worse than the time that Mario and Sonic at the Olympics 2022 got canceled.
Or here's another one. Pokemon Cat Mario Amiibo and Pokemon Cat Peach Amiibo.
How about Pokemon Bowser Sky Amiibo and Pokemon Turbocharged Donkey Kong Sky Amiibo?
Or Pokemon Super Mario 3D World or Pokemon Bowser's Fury.
Okay, there we go, we got the name. Pokemon Winnie the Pooh and Pokemon Rocket Man. There we go. But anyways, speaking of China, I think there will be more Pokemon mobile games. Tencent's working on Pokemon Unite. They're probably gonna show more information on Pokemon Unite. And I think there will be more mobile games, so I'm gonna predict some of them right now. And I'm not kidding either. I think we're gonna see more information on Pokemon Sleep because they kinda slept on that game, if you will. I do think there will be a new type of Pokemon game to help you with a household task. Maybe Pokemon Chef, where it gives you recipes to cook in your kitchen or gives you a timer or something. So if you put a frozen pizza in the oven and want to play some Pokemon, you could do that and use the timer. I think there even might be an app to help you, like, with potty training or something. They have Pokemon Smile, so they could come up with something like Pokemon Potty Time.
I actually have a serious and interesting prediction. So, it's been rumored for a while, and it's also, I think it's been unofficially announced. I think, like, there was some confirmation that this game would happen in the past. Actually, yeah, I think it was confirmed a couple of years ago that this game's gonna happen, and then it was also leaked too. So I think Detective Pikachu 2 might come out soon.
Oh, I forgot about that. They actually announced it, but yeah, wow, I completely forgot that was a thing. I played the original Detective Pikachu, and it's alright. It's not great, but it's not the worst game I ever played, so hopefully Pokemon or Detective Pikachu 2 will be more fun.
We need a spin-off of Paper Mario called Detective Pennington, and it's basically a game all about Pennington from Paper Mario The Thousand-Year Door.
Maybe, but, you know, I think there will be more mobile games. Definitely expect that. That's the route that the Pokemon Company has gone. These are predictions, not exactly what I want, so with the new Pokemon Potty Time Adventures, or whatever they're gonna call it, I think you could just... or whatever helps you go, or the Pokemon game that helps with potty training. I can't go to the bathroom by myself, but I'm good at playing Pokemon. As for what else I expect, I'm really not sure. Because I think other than the Diamond and Pearl remakes, maybe a new mainline game, like a 5% chance. More information on Pokemon Unite, a new Pokemon Stadium type game. I honestly don't think there's gonna be, like, announcement after announcement after announcement, so I would say expect one big announcement, expect an announcement of a big spin-off, expect a lot of mobile games. But overall, those are my predictions, so I think we're gonna play Pokemon Green for a little bit more. Maybe go to the first gym. And if you guys want to talk anything Pokemon or talk to Sonic about T&D, actually it's the other way around.
Talk to Sonic.
You're free to do that.
Hey Sonic! Great to have you here on the stream.
Chili, gotta go fast. Chili, that's that.
Is that Sonic working at TGI Fridays?
What? TGI Fridays?
How many years ago has it been since I've been at TGI Fridays? Pokemon Smoke and Pokemon Snort. Is that what Tanabe and Furukawa do in their free time?
So, basically, like earlier today, I had this random idea that what if they made a remake of Paper Mario The Thousand-Year Door, but they handled it like Pokemon Let's Go, so it had like great visuals, great music and everything, and retained some of the things from the original game. But like they, but for some reason you like you have, like, whenever you do an attack, like, your action commands, you have to do, like, motion controls with them, and you can't use your partner. And you have Pokemon Let's Go, or no, not Pokemon, but Paper Mario Let's Go Vivian, and Paper Mario Let's Go Bobbery. This is a random idea that I had earlier today. I was like, there's a Pokemon presentation happening soon, and I was thinking, what if they did something like Pokemon for Paper Mario? I know it's kind of unrelated, but that thought just randomly came into my head when I was thinking about both Pokemon Let's Go and Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door at the same time. I don't know why, it seems like a really weird idea.
I don't know. I feel like it could be a cool idea. I just feel like if we were to get a Thousand Year Door remake, I don't know. I just kind of have a feeling that would be just an upscale port, and the game to get an actual remake would be Paper Mario 64. But that could be wrong.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Has anyone tried the new McDonald's chicken sandwiches? No, I haven't. Pokemon Burger King and Pokemon McDonald's. Pokemon Tobacco, Pokemon Weed.
Oh, God.
Pokemon Sticker Star and Pokemon the Thousand Year Door.
Actually, no, it would be Pokemon Sticker Star and Pokemon Color Splash. Alright.
There's no variety. It's the same thing.
Pokemon Starcronix and Pokemon Reecee.
How about Pokemon Donkey Kong Jr. and Pokemon Donkey Kong Jr. Math?
There we go.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Jr. Math, a classic. Second to none by Professor Pac-Man.
Hey, the drunk guy's gone. Let's go and go to the gym. Where is it? Trying to find it. There was a drunk guy passed out in this game. Like he was just laying there and some girl was saying, "You can't leave until you deliver the parcel," or something like that. Alright, let's see what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, there's this building right here. I think this... What is this right here? Rattata might be small, but it is wicked. Did you get one? Maybe I should catch more Pokemon, but... Let's see. But anyways, guys, I think we might wrap this stream up. I have to eat dinner and then do some homework. Absolute garbage homework, by the way. It's discussions that are 300 words. Like, here's a quick rant. Word counts are the dumbest thing ever. Because you can get the same point across in 10 words that you can with 300. You just drag it on. So for example, if I'm talking about Pokemon Green, and I think it's a good game, Pokemon Green's a good game. Pokemon Green is a wonderful game created for the Game Boy in 1996 by, I forget who created Pokemon, the Pokemon Company and Game Freak, and it changed millions of lives. Like, it's ridiculous. But, anyways, guys, we're gonna answer a few more questions and about wrap this up, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask.
Here's one more Pokemon Let's Go. Pokemon Let's Go Metal Mario and Pokemon Let's Go Pink Gold Peach.
There we go.
Oh, that one got dude.
I think I might want to get the Pink Gold Peach one, just to give it to Beach as a present.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I'd give T&D the present of a punch in the face.
Ow.
Yeah, online school sucks.
Knuckles sandwich.
Knuckles sandwich,
Or
of course.
even better, Pokemon Baby Rosalina and Pokemon Pink Gold Peach.
There we go.
On that, and Pokemon Fall Guys.
Alright, here's a good one. Pokemon Online School and Pokemon Torture. Oh, actually, no, there's no difference.
Yeah, there is no difference.
You want to talk
Same
about
thing.
one where there's no difference? Pokemon Nintendo Switch Online and Pokemon Windows 98.
Alright, I think that was a great ending here. I'm Demeech.
I'm Ty, the guy from TV Productions.
I'm Reecee.
And I'm Starcronix.
And keep calm and da-da on.